I bet you've never seen anything like this before. Welcome to My Tech Methods. How are you today? My name is Andy, and this is my review video over the Sound BlasterAxx AXX 200. That's right, there's two axes in there because it's so awesome. And this is basically a wireless sound system, an intelligent wireless sound system by Creative. And at any point during this video, if you want to get this thing on Amazon at the best price available, click the link in the video description below. Let's get right into this review, and I'm going to show you how awesome this little bad boy is. Now, right out of the box, the Sound BlasterAxx 200 does come with a USB cable, a charger, and a few quick start guides. The Sound BlasterAxx 200 is mainly a Bluetooth wireless speaker with a bunch of different features added onto it. That's why they call it an intelligent wireless sound system. So it's a Bluetooth wireless speaker. It's got microphones built into it. It's got a quad-core processor inside of it. It has a nice, sleek hexagon design. It's portable, but at the same time, it's very powerful. So here's a quick overview of the AXX 200. It has a glossy black top, and the top is actually a touch-sensitive control panel. All the buttons and controls on top are backlit, which gives off a really nice look. It has two speakers and microphones built into the front behind the metal grille. At the bottom of the front, there is a battery level indicator that shows you how much battery life is left on the AXX 200. The bottom is made of a rubber base for stable support, and so it doesn't slide across the desk or fall over easily. The back is made out of high quality plastic. At the top, there is a nice 360 degrees voice pickup microphone. The AXX 200 not only has Bluetooth capability, but it has an NFC sensor as well. So if you have an NFC enabled device, you can connect it through the NFC sensor for wireless playback. On the back, you have the power button on top, which also acts as the Bluetooth enable button. There's a play and pause button. There is a next and previous button. Also, it has a record button for when you're recording your voice, and it has a play and pause button for those recordings. Underneath that, there is the mic on/mute button and the shuffle/repeat button. Then there's the megaphone switch, which enables the microphones for the megaphone feature. Towards the bottom of the back, there is the port tube for enhanced bass. Underneath that, you have the micro SD card slot where you can put up to a 32 gigabyte micro SD card for music playback and to also store your voice recordings. It has a USB port so you can charge your mobile device, so it acts as a charging station for your smartphone or tablet. It also has a headphones jack so you can listen to your music privately, and it has a aux-in mic in jack so you can plug in an auxiliary cable or a microphone. And finally, there is the micro USB port on the bottom that you use to connect the AXX 200 to its charger or to a computer. All right, so let's go over all the buttons on the top. The voice focus button will actually create an acoustic zone and reduce other unwanted sounds when you want to isolate one of the microphones. The noise reduction button will actually reduce background interference during a call. It's also used for the siren, the built-in siren on this thing, and I'm going to show you that later. The SBX button will enable Pro Studio intelligent audio processing when it is enabled. It basically enhances the audio that's playing, and it works really well. The bottom right is the speaker mute button, which mutes the speakers. The bottom left is the mic mute, which mutes the mics. On the left, there is the call button where you can use it to call people from your phone. It enables the voice assistant on your device as well, and you can use it to answer calls. And finally, in the middle is the master volume scroll bars. You scroll up to increase the volume and you scroll down to decrease the volume. Now, since all the controls and buttons on top are touch sensitive, I wanted to make sure that they were responsive to the touch, and they were. Every time I pressed on one of them or scrolled the volume up and down, they responded to the touch. So it does a good job in that area. Now, basically, there are 4 ways to play music through the AXX 200. Now, one is wireless. If you want to connect it through Bluetooth, that's what I mainly use this for. I connected my phone and tablet wirelessly through the Bluetooth connection and played audio that way. Another way to play audio is to connect a device using the aux-in port, and you can play audio that way from a device. Another way is to use the USB connection. You can connect the AXX 200 to a USB port on your computer. And the final way is to play audio through a micro SD card. So if you have a micro SD card up to 32 gigabytes, you can fill it up with MP3s. So that's an awesome feature of the AXX 200. You can actually use it as its own standalone MP3 player. You can put a lot of music on a micro SD card and pop it in the back of that thing and have music playing for hours. Now, the battery life on the AXX 200 is one of the big deals when it comes to these portable wireless speaker systems. And this thing lasted me almost 13 hours on a single charge, just playing music over the Bluetooth connection. So it lasted me almost 13 hours. Now, they're supposed to last up to 15 hours, but I did not calibrate the battery when I first got it. You're supposed to, when you first get it, you're supposed to let it charge fully before you first use it. But the geek in me could not wait, so I went ahead and started playing with it right out of the box. If you actually calibrate the battery correctly when you first get it, then I would say you probably will get the 15 hours on a single charge. So the battery life is very good on this AXX200. To recharge the battery of the AXX200, all you have to do is just plug the USB cable into its charger, then plug it into the wall, and it will charge. There's actually a docking base that you can purchase separately that makes charging more convenient. It's basically a small base that you can just plop your AXX200 right on, and it will start charging. As long as the base is connected to a power outlet, you can just set your AXX200 directly on that base, and it will start charging. And then you just, whenever you're ready to go, just pull the AXX200 right off of the charging base, and you're good to go. It's definitely not necessary, but it makes charging more convenient. But if you want to check the docking base out, I will put the link in the description below. Now, the calling features only used sparingly once or twice. They worked really well from when I used them. I just used them as a one-to-one phone call situation. You are able to answer your phone through the AXX200 when you're connected through the Bluetooth connection. So when somebody calls and you're listening to music, it will pause the music and you can answer it, and you can actually talk to the AXX200 while it's sitting there stationary in the room, and you can walk around the room and talk to it while you're on the call, and it will pick up your voice very well. You can use this as a teleconference hub. The quad microphone setup in the AXX200 really make this a nice little fun device for calling. So let's get into some of the fun features of this device. Not only is it an intelligent sound system with very good portability and high audio quality and microphones, but it also has a great entertainment purpose to it. It's really fun. Some of the stuff that on this thing is really fun. So one of the fun things that it has is the super megaphone feature. When the megaphone feature is enabled, you can speak into the rear microphone, and it will megaphone your voice depending on the volume. So you can move the volume all the way up, and it will make your voice louder through the megaphone feature.
This is the super megaphone feature.
But the really fun thing about this are the voice effects that you can apply to your voice when you're speaking into the microphone with the megaphone feature.
Here's a voice effect. Here's another voice effect. Here's yet another voice effect.
The voice effects are obviously very fun to play with, and you can actually get more voice effects when you download the free mobile apps with this. I'm going to show you that here in a minute. Another cool thing about the megaphone feature is you can be playing music at the same time that you're talking into the microphone, and you can actually use it as a karaoke machine. So it acts as a karaoke machine, like a portable karaoke device wherever you are. It really turns it into an entertainment device for various events, so you can use it as a karaoke machine, which is awesome. And if you have a micro SD card in the back of the AXX200, you can make recordings of your voice. And probably the most crazy feature about the AXX200 is the siren that this thing has. You can actually turn on a very loud, noisy siren from the AXX200 itself. If you're using it to scare off burglars, it just might work because it gets so loud. It gets really loud. I didn't even turn it up all the way. So as I mentioned before, this does come with its own free apps, free mobile apps for Android and iOS. And you can use these apps to change the different profiles of the audio. You can enable different features. You can use it as a remote control. It shows the top of it on your phone, and you can actually just use it as you would if you were pressing the buttons. So it works as a remote control app, which is really awesome. And it also gives you more voice effects that you can enable right from your phone when you're speaking into it, and it changes it on the fly. Super convenient. I love the fact that this comes with its own apps. The apps are really, really helpful. It also comes with equivalent software apps for Mac and Windows. So if you want to use the same type of software on your computer, you can use it when it's connected through the USB port. So those were the main features of the AXX200. Now, how did this device perform for me? To start it off, it is very simple to use. I just pull out my phone, I turn on my Bluetooth connection, and then I just tap on the Sound BlasterAxx AXX200, and it connects automatically, and I can play music anywhere, and it has good range. I've used this from all the way across in my apartment through walls, at least 20 to 25 feet, and it still played the music through the Bluetooth connection. So the range of the Bluetooth is pretty remarkable. One thing I did notice when I was playing audio through the Bluetooth connection, if I was scrubbing through the audio using the scrubber, sometimes at certain points it would just not play the audio, and I would have to pause the audio and then play it again, and the audio would start to play again. It would sometimes just cut out at certain random times when I was scrubbing. That's the only bad thing I noticed when playing over the Bluetooth connection. And the audio quality of the AXX200 is very good. It will fill up my whole room. The bass, it has nice rich bass, surround sound type quality, and for such a small device, it does give out some very powerful, rich, high quality audio, especially with the SBX feature. So the simplicity of the device's usability, along with the high quality audio that it pushes out, really makes this an excellent device for anybody with a smartphone or tablet. The portability also is a huge plus for this device. It's super portable. It's very light. I can throw it in my gym bag. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and it looks really good too as well. Not just the portability, but the looks of it. It looks really good. It looks like it's made of high quality material, and it looks good sitting anywhere. But I love the fact that I can take this anywhere. It's so mobile and durable. Honestly, I love the fact that I can just come home, turn on Bluetooth on my phone, and throw on a podcast and let it play over the AXX200 while I'm doing dishes or fixing dinner. Then when it's time to shower, I just pick up the AXX200 and take it into the bathroom with me. Seriously, I do that. I take this thing everywhere I go within my apartment. If I'm going to the next room, I just pick up the AXX200, take it with me, and it allows me to do 3 of my favorite things, and that's listen to music, listen to podcasts, and listen to audiobooks. And I don't even have to worry about taking my phone with me, because if somebody calls, which usually they don't, but if they do, I can answer it from the AXX200 itself. So given the nice design, the powerful features, the microphones, the speakers, the apps, the software that comes with it, the AXX200 is an awesome, fun, entertaining device and very useful, very portable. It's something that every smartphone or tablet user would love to have around. I love this thing, and it is highly recommended by me. So that's my review over the Sound BlasterAxx AXX200 intelligent wireless sound system. What do you think? You think you're going to get one for yourself? I honestly think this will be one of the best gifts to give. Like, I'm a tech guy, so I like to give electronics as gifts for Christmas and birthdays. This seems like a perfect gift to give to anyone, because everybody these days is getting smartphones and tablets, and I think this will be a great supplement to anybody who has one of those. So it's just a really cool, fun device. If you want to get it, again, the link is in the description below to the best price on Amazon. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the like button if you like this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Keep having fun out there, and I will talk to you later.